Anya here, and I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks. And today we are making the wild rose pouch. Now for this project all you need is 2 squares of the wild rose square that we made a little while ago. And I have put these together in quite a genius way, so we would have a lovely big pouch that you could possibly use for like sunglasses or your reading glasses, or just to take a few pencils, tissues, all kinds of things in your bag. But of course, yes, crochet, you know, there will be holes. So I have found this little pouch here. I just had it at home. So putting it in there, that then will avoid any hooks from slipping through the fabric. So you could put your crochet hooks in there. Look at this. Voila. And it's a lovely little pouch. I close it with a button to keep the contents in there. Really easy to make, and I hope you will make it too. So in a previous video we made this square, so I'm going to refer you back to the video of the wild rose square for you to make these squares first. So today we are going to be using the wild rose square, but you will have to do 6 rounds of half double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now as you can see, I have made opposite squares. So here I made the wild rose, and I used the leaf to make, of course, the first round of single crochet, so I would have little leaves around my wild rose. And then I used mushy peas because obviously I wanted it to contrast the leaf single crochets. So here I started with mushy peas, and then straight away I did use the cream for the single crochet rounds, and then I did the opposite, you know, the leaf, the mushy peas, leaf, mushy peas and leaf. So when we are going to make our construction for our little bag, it's going to continue the pattern from here. So here we have leaf, mushy peas, leaf, mushy peas, leaf, mushy peas, and so on. Okay, so that's my logic behind making these 2 squares. So you'll have to make yours the same way. So if you want to take a screenshot of this so you can see the color variation. And now let's see if we can make the construction that we need for turning this into our pouch. So for today's project you will need 2 wild rose squares. Then here I have a small button, and this button just goes through one of the corner chain spaces, so that's perfect as a closure for my pouch. I of course also have my crochet hook. I'm using a 3.5, my scissors, and then to sew on the button I have my needle that I have that will easily go through the holes of my button, so I can sew it on easier. So today we are making the pouch, and let me show you how to construct the pouch. So to get started we are going to use the square with the rose, and we're going to work inside out. So we're going to have our square facing with the good side towards us, so not this side but this side. First of all, let's make a slip knot, right? So make our slip knot, insert our hook, and you're going to put 2 corners together just over the rose, and you're going to get started right here. So this is the good side on the inside, the bad sides on the outside. So let's get started by finding this stitch here. So this single crochet in cream, above that we're going to go under the stitch. So you're not going to pick up the V's, you're going to go like we did it before with this round. You're going to go in between the 2 clusters. Okay, so hold your yarn at the back there, then here as well you're going to go in between the clusters, so you come out on the other side where that single crochet is, and this is where you're going to be placing your first single crochet. Now you're going to do a chain 1. Now to start with, I was doing chain 2s because we were doing chain 2s in between our single crochets here, but I don't think that's necessary. Okay, so chain 1, then you look for the next single crochet. Above that you go in, and then you do the same on the other side. So you make sure you find the other side, the single crochet there, go in and you do your single crochet. Chain 1, again in between the next 2 clusters and in between the next 2 clusters there where there is that single crochet. So we are going to try and continue the pattern of having those white specks throughout our work. So, you know, the white specks or the cream single crochets. Chain 1 here, in there, and here above there as well. Voila. So then you chain 1, and then in the corner you bring those corner chain spaces together with doing a single crochet there. So that's part of our construction. Then you bring in the next corner, you hold it together, you go into the corner that you have already used on your side here, and you start using the next corner. There we go. And we do a single crochet. Voila. So you don't need to do a chain in between here, just straight away a single crochet into the next corners. Then we do a chain 1, and then you're looking again to work above those single crochets that you see. Voila, single crochet in there, and I come out there, yes, in the right place. And you continue like this, finding the single crochets. So they're going to guide you to where you're going to be placing your stitches. And then the last one here and there, yeah. And you do your last single crochet there. Voila. Okay, so you cut off the yarn and you pull out the loop. Voila. So this is already the construction that we're going to use. But of course, this is the inside. Okay, this is the outside. Now we're going to add to that our second square because we want to make this pouch bigger. This is the outside, the good side. So you're going to place this one with the good side down, like so. So this corner here needs to tally up. Then we take everything and you turn it over, like so. This corner here is going to tally up with this corner. So let's get started with our slip knot. Insert your hook. And we are going to hold these two together, like so. And we're going to start crocheting there. Voila. Chain 1. Then same thing here. Go to that first location of the single crochet in between there. Tip your work and make sure you come out the other end there as well. Voila. Chain 1. Always finding the single crochet and the other single crochet to go into to create your join. Now at one point you will find that it's not sort of, you know, your two sides that you are joining are not meeting as such, but you just need to reposition them. Okay, so just keep going in there, and then I come out there, chain 1 in there, and you will have obstacles. So the first obstacle is keeping the join next to each other, but also look, this is going to meet soon. So chain 1 in there and then in there. And then you come to this point. Okay, so we're at the corner here. This corner needs to be adhered to here. So first of all, you do your chain. Then you go into this corner. Then you go to that corner and you do your single crochet. Then you go into this corner and you use the same corner again. So no chain, but you use the same corner again for a second stitch. And that now means that, look, the corner is attached. And now we do a chain. And once again, you're here. So in here, and then on this side, this is the corner. This is my first location. I am going to find that same location above that single crochet to go into. Voila. And you're probably thinking, I'm making the weirdest object. Look at that. But soon, soon. Okay, so keep going and just keep on repositioning the edges of your square so they come together the way you want them to. And we are getting there. So here, the corner is going to meet the corner again, and that's where we will stop. So let me do the few more stitches here. Yeah. And in there. And then one more and in here. There we go. Voila, look at that. So then you cut off your yarn, pull out the loop, and of course you're going to have to sew in these ends. But if we now turn this inside out, and you find the corners here, of course, to make them pop out a little bit. There we go. Look at how pretty this looks. So in a way, we have continued the white speck that we see in our square, in our join, and to be honest, yeah, I can hardly see where I've joined now. Only a trained eye will be able to see that. But yes, I am really loving the way this comes together. So you've got quite a deep pouch now. So what we need to do now is put the button on. So we're going to fold over the top there, and I'm thinking the button will have to go there so that when it's down and yeah, it's around, it looks nice like this. So I'm going to use pink rhubarb because I just fancy that. I'm going to take a length of yarn. Let me cut that off. And I'm going to attach the button onto the leaf part there. So let me go into the crochet on the inside. So leave a little bit of an end there. Do a little loop the loop. So you've attached that yarn there. Come out. Voila. There we go. So that's already attached a little bit. So I'll sew that in better in a moment. And yeah, let's get it through the button. And then through the button again and through the fabric again. Voila! Look at that. Then come out again. I'm going to do a little cross in the middle. You don't have to, you can do 2 lines and then back out again. Look how pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it there for now. I'll do another go over in a moment. There we go. So we have our little pouch here that we can close with a button. Voila. So I am really loving the look of this wild rose pouch. I am loving the way we have put this together. It looks so nice and I hope you like it too. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you very much for watching. I hope you make it, and I would love to see your pouch in the Facebook group, because I'm so curious to what colour you're going to be using, or what little flower you will be coming up with in colorways. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!